Hey everyone, it's Tim. Today I'm going to be showing you how to change the spark plugs in the old Jeep Patriot. First thing we're going to need are new spark plugs. Here is the part number. And again, this is a 2014 Jeep Patriot. It's the 2.4 liter 4x4 Lattitude Edition. So you're going to need 4 spark plugs. And then the special tool here is going to be the star bit. So this is a T27. And it's going to be used to get off the ignition coils. You're also going to need a spark plug socket. For this particular make and model, it's gonna be a 5/8. The ratchet, an extension, a flathead screwdriver because there are some retaining clips that are a little tricky to get off, and then optionally a torque wrench if you like to torque to spec. All right, so our first step is gonna be to go over to the hood. You're gonna have to take off your plastic engine cover, set that aside, and right there you got 4 ignition coils, which are on the top right here, and then underneath are the spark plugs, which are down inside. So you use your 227 right here and take off all 4 of these screws right there. And now that that screw's out, we're gonna have to get this red clip out of here. So as you can see, you have to get the screwdriver right behind it right there. You might be able to use your fingernail on this, but I feel like the screwdriver is just easier. And just basically rotate until you get that little red tab passed. And then there's a second step on this tab where you press down right here. And that's gonna let you kind of wiggle this wire off the coil. And now your coil's free and you can just pull it out, just like that. And then down inside is the spark plug. So as you can see, the spark plug's down in there. We're gonna use our extension with our ratchet and the spark plug socket. And that's just gonna go right down in there. And it should be very easy to turn. And eventually you'll get to a point where you can switch to just using your hands. You won't really need any more ratcheting. That's how easy it should be. So I like to just take the socket off and then you should be able to just twist this. And eventually it spins free and you can just lift it right out. And as you can tell, that one definitely has some miles on it. And here's a quick comparison of the two. Here we have the new one going in, and here is the old one. The discoloration is normal. If you think about it, it's a lot of high temperatures going on in there, constant explosions, so that is normal. And as you can see, the tip of the spark plug is really gone on this one, so you can definitely tell that's been in there for a little while. And the new one is nice, fine little points. So the install of the new one is gonna be the exact opposite of what we just did. So I have the new one in the spark plug socket already, and you're just gonna go and push it down in the hole gently. And if you use a spark plug socket, it should have a little holding design so where when you put the spark plug in there, it doesn't just fall right out of the socket. And you're just gonna do this hand tight. And this is a pretty important step because you wanna make sure that the threads are seating correctly and you're not cross-threading your spark plug down in there. So basically I'm to the point where I can't turn this anymore with my hand. So that means the spark plug threaded all the way down. And then I'm gonna grab my torque wrench, which is set to about 18 foot-pound. So the manual, it says 20. Usually they do anywhere from 15 to 20. So we'll go with 18 to split the difference. So you're just gonna put that in there just like a socket. And you should hit 18 pretty quick. And there's our click. And the new one's down in there. So now what we need to do is put the coil back on. The coil went in there nice and easy. This little gray clip is gonna go back on, and then the red clip, remember, has to push forward. So that little tab's in there. Then our screw goes right back in. And once you get it finger tight, you just grab your Torx bit, the T27, and just give that some turns until it's maybe about a half turn past tight. Since it's going into plastic, it doesn't have to be that tight. And then that is one done. You need to just repeat that process 3 more times and the job's done.